Two major companies in the S&P 500 are doing exceptionally well in 2024. Vistra has quietly surged ahead of Nvidia, with both outperforming the S&P 500 index this year. While Nvidia has been getting all the attention, and rightly so, Vistra has quietly generated larger returns for investors. But which one is likely to significantly boost your portfolio in 2025? Well, let's start with Nvidia, the heavyweight champion currently battling it out with Apple for the title of the world's most valuable company. They're both racing towards that mind-blowing $4 trillion market cap. But here's one for you. There's a lesser known player in this game, Vistra, Nvidia's little sister, if you will, with a relatively modest market cap of $55 billion, making it the world's 373rd most valuable company. Now, here's what you may have missed. Vistra is actually leading the pack as the best performing stock in the S&P 500, with gains exceeding 300% this year. Right behind it is Palantir, pushing 300%, and Nvidia is sitting in third with around 200% gains. But a question you should be asking yourself when you discover a stock like Vistra is, why does Nvidia get all the media attention while Vistra barely gets a mention? This right here is exactly why a savvy investor looks beyond the headlines and adopts a systematic, rules-based approach to investing. Our investing community has been tracking Vistra since late last year, when it broke free from a 6.5-year sideways market following its 2016 IPO. Since that breakout in August 2023, we've seen an incredible 500% climb, with over 300% of that happening just this year. After consolidating for 4 months, Vistra broke out again in September and hasn't looked back, setting record highs and climbing another 50%. At just over $160 per share, there's still plenty of room for growth. What's particularly impressive about Vistra's movement is the consistency of its upward trend. It's forming what technical analysts call a linear trend, which is exactly what we want to see as investors and trend followers. Now, Nvidia's a different animal altogether. Sure, it's only up 200% in 2024, but zoom out and you'll see a monster 1200% climb since its 2022 low. And this isn't its first rodeo. We're talking about a thoroughbred with two other major uptrends in its history: a 1000% surge between 2018 and 2021, and a 650% run from 2016 to 2018. This kind of consistent performance history is what separates the truly great stocks from the one-hit wonders. Looking at current price action, Nvidia's just starting to flex its muscles again after a 5-month consolidation period since June, climbing about 60% from August's low and setting fresh record highs, which is a signal of the start of the next uptrend. Meanwhile, Vistra has already found its groove and is running full steam ahead since setting record highs in September. This difference in timing could actually present opportunities for investors looking to diversify their entry points. So, what's driving these incredible performances? Let's break it down, starting with Vistra's remarkable transformation. Vistra Corp has positioned itself perfectly at the intersection of two massive trends: the shift to clean energy and the explosive growth of AI. They're leveraging their nuclear capacity to power energy-hungry AI processes, a move that's caught the attention of major Wall Street players. JP Morgan, in fact, recently named it one of their top picks for 2025. The company's been making all the right moves, completing the Energy Harbor acquisition in March 2024, adding over 4,000 megawatts of nuclear energy capacity. This wasn't just any acquisition, it was a strategic masterpiece that significantly expanded their clean energy portfolio, right when demand for sustainable power sources is skyrocketing. With AI driving massive energy demand from data centers, Vistra's positioned perfectly to capitalize on this trend. Their financials tell the story. Third quarter revenue jumped 54% year over year to over $6 billion, blowing past analyst expectations. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the strategic vision behind them. Of course, Nvidia's story is equally impressive, but for different reasons. They've essentially become the backbone of the AI revolution, with their GPUs powering everything from data centers to autonomous vehicles. Their Q3 fiscal 2025 numbers are staggering. Revenue up 94% year over year to just over $35 billion, with profits more than doubling to over $19 billion. These are beyond impressive numbers. They're industry-defining achievements. What's particularly exciting about Nvidia is their upcoming Blackwell AI chips. CEO Jensen Huang's recent announcement that they expect to ship more Blackwell chips than anticipated this quarter, projecting up to $5 billion in revenue, sent shockwaves through the industry. This isn't just about selling more chips, it's about Nvidia continuing to push the boundaries of what's possible in AI computing. Looking ahead to 2025, both companies have exciting plans that could drive their stocks even higher. Vistra's projecting adjusted EBITDA between $5.5 and $6.1 billion, expanding their zero carbon portfolio and implementing a $2.2 billion share buyback program. They're not just riding the wave, they're actively shaping their future through strategic investments in solar, energy storage, and nuclear energy. One particularly interesting development is Vistra's recent power purchase agreement. They've secured deals for over 600 megawatts of new solar capacity with major tech firms, including a 200 megawatt agreement with Amazon in Texas and a 405 megawatt agreement with Microsoft in Illinois. These aren't just contracts, they're long-term partnerships with some of the biggest names in tech. Nvidia's 2025 roadmap is equally ambitious. Beyond the Blackwell AI chips, they're entering the consumer CPU market with their first ARM-based platform in September 2025. This move into consumer CPUs isn't just about diversification. It's about Nvidia leveraging their AI expertise to potentially revolutionize personal computing. They're also making some significant moves in robotics with their Jetson Thor computers for humanoid robots slated for release in the first half of 2025. This expansion into robotics could open up entirely new revenue streams for Nvidia, particularly as AI-powered robotics become more prevalent across industries. If Vistra can push through to $200 by the end of 2024, we could be looking at $300 and beyond in 2025. Its linear trend structure suggests reliable climbing ability that's likely to continue. As for Nvidia, following its 10-for-1 stock split in June 2024, if it can build momentum towards $200 through the rest of 2024, another 1000% climb in 2025 isn't out of the question. Only a fool would bet against its track record. Now, speaking of that stock split, it's worth noting how it's made Nvidia more accessible to retail investors. While a split doesn't change the fundamental value of the company, it can increase liquidity and attract more investors, potentially contributing to upward pressure on the stock price over time. Now, of course, both companies face challenges we need to be aware of. Vistra needs to navigate energy market volatility and stricter regulations, while Nvidia deals with supply chain constraints and increasing competition. The semiconductor industry is notoriously cyclical, and Nvidia's dominant position in AI chips could attract regulatory scrutiny. Meanwhile, Vistra must balance its growth ambitions with environmental compliance and grid reliability requirements. Both stocks are worthy of a position in your portfolio, but Nvidia offers the edge, given the three major uptrends in its history and the fact that it is only just breaking out from consolidation. And that 10-for-1 stock split could very well push it onto another 1000% mega rise. Vistra is a good stock to diversify into the industrial sector if you find that you are too tech heavy. Both companies have shown that they can turn challenges into opportunities. However, two leading AI stocks, Amazon and Palantir, are hitting record highs. Watch this video to find out which has the potential to return exponential gains and is the better fit for your portfolio.